Well, hello there, and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. Whoops, sorry, wrong video. This video is titled, Karma is a Bitch. Or, is it? So we have done a light introduction into reincarnation in a previous video. Inseparable from reincarnation is the process of karma. Karma is the process of action and reaction. The word karma is one of many words that have crossed over from east to west and has been accepted by many as a thing because people understand that as a general rule. If you are good to others, then the universe somehow or other will, in turn, look favorably upon you. Even people that may not personally believe in karma will say, when they see something bad happen, that karma is a bitch. However, due to ignorance, most people, although in principle may believe in cause and effect, or action and reaction, they don't have the knowledge of what actions can bring the best results. Hopefully in this video we can shed some light on the karma principle, and that can help us to make informed choices. So karma is a Sanskrit word, and it translates into English as action. The basic notion is that when we do good, then positive energy will come back to us. And when we do bad things, then bad things will come back to bite us in the ass. Another word for karma is work. Everyone is performing some kind of work at every moment. Whether that be in eating, sleeping, earning a living, going to school, even breathing and blinking your eyes are types of work. In the Vedas, 3 types of karma have been mentioned. They are karma, vikarma, and akarma. Activities sanctioned in the Vedas are known as karma. They are permitted acts, and such acts will yield an auspicious result. Acts forbidden in the Vedic texts are termed vikarma, or forbidden activities. Forbidden activities will yield an inauspicious result. When we see something good happening to someone, then we should know that that person is receiving the fruit of a previous good act. And conversely, when we see something bad happening to someone, then we are witnessing someone tasting the bitter fruit of a previous bad action. Akarma means an action, and the term used to describe someone who is apathetic to performing their duty. An example could be a student being apathetic to studying. I don't want to get bogged down at this point with all the details of Vedic standards of good and bad. We can cover this at a later point, perhaps in a separate video. For now I just want to look at the dynamics of action and reaction. However, I will give one example. Cutting down a tree may be deemed necessary for providing shelter. Obviously shelter is good, but for the environment cutting down trees is not good. The Vedas says that okay, you want to cut down a tree, that's fine, but then you should plant 3 more trees. In this way balance is restored in the environment. So we have covered the basics. Good karma, bad karma, and akarma. Let's go further. We can take it read that one should perform good activities and refrain from bad activities, and that inaction or apathy is undesirable. Karma, or good works, can be categorized into 2 sections. Are we ready for some more Sanskrit terminology? Okay then. Here are 2. Sakam karma and Niskam karma. Sakam karma refers to actions wherein the performer of any particular work is attached to the work itself, and is also attached to the result of that work. This differs from Niskam karma, wherein the performer of any particular work is not attached to the work being done, and is also not attached to the result of that work. So here's a good example. I have a friend who is a medic. He works in the emergency wing of a hospital. On a daily basis people are rushed there with life-threatening conditions from car accidents and the like. He is saving lives. Sometimes he is successful and sometimes he is not. So you can imagine this is a high-stress environment, yet his colleagues would often comment to him that he was always very balanced and would not become emotional in the course of saving a life, or when losing one. Generally we want to save life, and we are attached to the result of our efforts. However, my friend who is spiritually minded was fully aware that the destiny of any particular patient was really out of his hands, and that, if it was meant to be that the patient would survive, then he would. And, if he was meant to die, then he would die. He understood that it was his duty to try his best to help to the utmost of his ability, but that in the grander scheme of things, the ultimate result was bigger than him. So this knowledge of the karmic principle pertaining to the individual enabled him to not be emotionally attached to the outcome of the fruit of his work. He was detached from the result and simply performed his duty. In doing this he was free from having to taste either the happiness of saving a life, or the unhappiness of losing a life. I hope that makes sense. His colleagues were impressed with this quality in him. When we are attached to our work and we are attached to the result of our work, then we become bound by the results of work. So attachment is the cause of bondage, and detachment is the means to freedom. Now, at the risk of losing a few curious onlookers, we will go further. The Vedas categorizes the manifestation of karmic balance. Let's see if we can get our heads around this. The fruits of karma, or the results of our actions, refer to the good and bad things that happen to us. It is the fruit of our previous activities. As we have mentioned in previous videos, the Vedas accept the existence of the soul and therefore also the process of reincarnation. We see in the world, some are born wealthy, some poor, some beautiful, some ugly, some intelligent, some stupid, and so forth. The Vedas has categorized actions or karma in such a way so as to better understand why these dynamics exist. Can it just be by chance that someone is in a more advantageous position than another? The Vedas says no. It says that everyone's position is due to their previous actions. The Vedas has categorized the fruit of activities into four. They are Prarabdha karma, Aprarabdha karma, Kuta, and Bij. So let's break this down. Prarabdha karma refers to our present body, which is the accumulated result of our activities that we have performed in previous lives. Aprarabdha karma is an accumulated stock of activities from previous lifetimes which are yet to bear fruit and are lying in a dormant position and are present with the soul. Bij translates as seed. Bij karmas are karmas which have actually manifested in the heart in the form of material desires. Kuta are impressions that are tending towards producing the seed of a particular desire, which means that they are beginning to take the shape of desires in the heart. So Prarabdha karma is the fruit of our previous activities which we must taste in the present lifespan. The actions, whose reactions will be tasted in the next life, are our Aprarabdha karmas. Actions performed in innumerable lifetimes combine together as Aprarabdha karmas and fructify in the next birth as Prarabdha karma. Therefore, within the jurisdiction of eternal law, the soul is bound to taste the reactions of previous actions he has performed over innumerable lifetimes. So basically there is no free lunch. The karmic chain of action and reaction bind the soul in this world. If we look further into the Vedas, we can align ourselves in such a way that we can be free from the results of karma. But that, my friends, is a topic for another day, and we are out of time. So, until the next one.